Spurs are through to the next round of the Europa League. Tanguy Ndombele completes 90 minutes for Tottenham Hotspur, and Heung Son and Harry Kane deliver again. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Tottenham have got yet another game in the Europa League. Of course, we only played last Thursday in the Europa League second qualifying round against Lokomotiv Plovdiv, where we won that one 2-1. Tonight's game is in Macedonia against FK Shkëndija. The winners of tonight's game will play at home next week in the Europa League playoff game against Russian side Rostov or Israel side Maccabi Haifa. Anyway, I'm now going to speak to Spurs fan Dean to get his thoughts ahead of tonight's game. So I've now got Spurs fan Dean with me. Dean, it is Europa League night again for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Of course, we beat Lokomotiv Plovdiv 2-1 in the second qualifying round last week. We have got FK Shkëndija tonight in Macedonia. How do you see this game going?
If you looked at it on paper, you'd say, yeah, we've got to have enough, haven't we? We really have. But, against Plovdiv, it was only until they had players sent off that we started to sort of make any sort of inroads on them. So, yeah, they were all a tricky game. They wouldn't be there if they were rubbish. So, yeah, we've got to start thinking that we might need a little bit more. We might need to go out early, might need to start attacking, because we didn't sort of, against Plovdiv. It was just a strange game.
Were you impressed, though, how Jose Mourinho took a very strong squad and put out a very strong team against Plovdiv last week? And it looks like he's going to do the same tonight as well.
Yeah, because he needs to win something, right? So we know we've got you're either winning it or you're going to send out the kids, and then no matter what happens, when you look at the stats, it's going to come back and it'll just say Spurs lost. It didn't say like Spurs B team lost, Spurs kids lost. It just says Spurs lost. So no, you've got to send out your strong team. We've done it in the past, and we got stuffed by Colchester. So we've got to take all these games seriously. And we've got the squad to do it now. That squad's getting better and better and better, sort of day by day, which is good. So yeah, you've got to take it seriously.
Dino, I haven't spoke to you on camera since Gareth Bale signed. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, nobody thought that was going to happen. Nobody, no. It was one of them dream signings, wasn't it? Really? Oh, yeah, wasn't it lovely to have Bale back? Yeah, we know he's a little bit older, and he does break down, but it's Gareth Bale. It's welcome home to the prodigal son. It really is. It's a massive signing for us, I think.
Dean, what have you made of Tottenham's form so far in the 2020-2021 season? Of course, we lost at home to Everton on the opening day of the Premier League season. Of course, last week we got over the line in the end against Lokomotiv Plovdiv, and then of course on Sunday we ripped Southampton apart, beating them 5-2.
Yeah, and it's strange because the way things got swapped around, it was where Kane was. Kane was nice and deep. And then sort of making Sonny do the run, and it worked. It really did work. Some of them crosses and the passes that Kane put in. We always get, was a tap-in merchant. He's a one-season wonder. He's this, but it just gets better and better and better. And you looked at, I think they put up a league table of where the partnerships were, and Kane was in the top 5 3 times. So yeah, he's a decent player. We just got to hope that we win something this season or next. Otherwise, nobody's going to begrudge him going off.
Surely the trophies are coming soon, aren't they, Dean?
We say that every year, don't we? But yeah, you've got to think that. You've got to think that. You look at the way we're building this squad. But I watched the Amazon documentaries, probably same as you. And I was really up, and I thought, well, wow, you know, you don't see that part of Jose, you don't see that part of Levy, and it's you can see the way the team are sort of building. And then they came out against Everton, and they kind of like burst our bubble a little bit. But yeah, against Southampton, that's how we want to play. That's us of old. And the way that Levy and Jose are sort of building the squad now, you know, we're going to have like fast wingers. Back how we used to be, you know, with Bell and Walker. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. Just gutted we're not going to be able to go in the stadium to watch it.
I know, it looks like it's going to be a good few months yet.
Oh, and that, yeah.
You spoke about the Amazon documentary. One thing that we saw in the Amazon documentary was Jose Mourinho saying that Dele Alli was lazy. He was substituted on the opening day of the season against Everton. We haven't seen him since. He is going to feature tonight. Jose Mourinho has said he's playing tonight and he must deliver. Now, what are you expecting from Dele Alli tonight?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 seasons he was here, he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, you know. But the last 2 seasons, he does it. I don't know what happens to him. You know, we've said it on many occasions. He does a lot of these little flicks and tricks, but he don't do the like lung-busting runs. He doesn't try to sort of get into space, and the amount of times you see him when something doesn't come off, he kind of like strugs and like strops about for a little bit and then sort of runs back. But again, because of the documentary, you know he's passionate. You've seen him not throw his boots and his cups and stuff about. So you know he wants to win, because why else would he be playing football? Apart from the money, obviously. But, you know, that's what is in them. They're in them because they like football. They want to win. But he's just gone off the boil. He needs to get that love for the game back.
How do you feel about the rumours about Tottenham possibly selling him, Dean? Do you want to keep him as a fan?
Yeah, you do, because obviously he's Dele Alli. But he's done a lot of things that's strange, you know. He's not the Dele Alli of old. It seems like you know, I'm there just Dele. Don't call me Dele Alli. I'm there just Dele. I'm there just this. I'm playing Colchester, gold boots. I won't ever forget that, you know, and he just did nothing. So, yeah, he's got to sort of get back to coming from Spurs, from MK Dons, back to that sort of mindset and be the player that he was. But, you know, if he does go, I would hope he'd go to somewhere like PSG on a loan, right? Get him back into that mindset again, then come back to us.
How will Jose Mourinho get the best out of Dele Alli, though, Dean? And do you think that his position will now be affected with the signing of Gareth Bale?
Yeah, but we know Gareth, he's still strong. I was watching a sort of highlights reel of his not so long back. And you think, wow. I mean, when he got nudged out, he was almost in, like, you know, down in the technical boxes and still done the run and still put a goal in. Was that the Copa del Rey, was it? That game, I'm sure it was. He's just brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. But it's a lift he gives to the team. Again, you've got Hugo. I mean, he made a brilliant save the other day against Southampton. Absolutely world class. Yeah, because he is world class, and he's a World Cup winner. You've got Højbjerg, team captain. You've now got Gareth Bale, Champions League winner. So yeah, we're bringing in all this sort of this mentality. It's got to do us good, I think. Yeah,
even Reguilon,
Europa League. Yeah, Europa League last season. So yeah, Dele Alli would benefit to be around these people. I think he'd have someone like Bale to look up to. You know, look at what I was when I first came. I mean, it took ages to get going. I mean, he had a couple of seasons before he even started. And all of a sudden, he went free, and then it's just brilliant. So sometimes players have an off day or an off season, but he's had 2 of them now. But he's still chipped in with some cracking goals, some cracking assists. So it's not like he's an absolutely rubbish player. He just looks like he doesn't put the effort in that other players do. Maybe because he's bought into the hype of Dele, but we want Dele Alli back.
Dean, what do you know about today's opponents, Shkëndija?
Let me think. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What are you expecting tonight?
So no, we have this Europa League opinion that the Premier League is so much better than the people from Eastern Bloc countries and all the rest of it because they haven't got the infrastructure that we've got. But they still play good football. You see that. They still play good football. And on the day, you can quite easily lose. Every one of these games is a banana skin. You just don't know. If it's chucking it down with rain and it's a boggy, muddy sort of field and the ball gets stuck and we can't play our lovely football and they're used to playing that, then, yeah, you can sort of get beat. So you've got to take it seriously and you've got to make sure that you put your best team out there and treat it like it's a Premier League game. You can't treat it like it's only sort of this team from sort of Macedonia, it's only this team from wherever. It doesn't matter. You have got to take it seriously. Otherwise, you don't progress. It's as simple as that.
Well, their stadium, Dean, didn't even meet UEFA requirements, so we're playing tonight at the Macedonian National Stadium. Anyway, what is your score prediction for tonight's game? Because I'm going to go for a 3-0 Tottenham win.
Yeah, I was going into the fours, and that's kind of been a little bit disrespectful. But again, I don't know anything about them. But to get into the Europa League, they can't be rubbish. So it's not like we're playing like Tranmere Rovers. It's not that. But at the same time, them on their day they played well. But look at what happened, Newport County. Yeah, Newport County. So yeah, you can sort of trip up. So you've got to take it seriously. But I'm going for a 4-1 because I've got a feeling they're going to get a sneaky one or a silly penalty. So I'm going 4-1.
Thank you very much, Dean. Enjoy the match and come on, you Spurs.
Go on, you Spurs.
It is now just 1 hour until kick-off. The team lineup has just been announced. Joe Hart will be making his competitive debut for Tottenham Hotspur tonight in the Europa League. Serge Aurier, he'll be making his first appearance this season as well at right back. Davinson Sanchez and Toby Alderweireld in the centre. And Toby Alderweireld has also been named as tonight's captain. Ben Davies at left back. And then in the centre of midfield, we've got Harry Winks and Tanguy Ndombele. Another start for Tanguy Ndombele. Of course, he lasted only 45 minutes on Sunday against Southampton. So it'll be interesting to see how long he lasts tonight. Can we get the full 90 minutes out of him? That would be fantastic. We have then got Dele Alli as well. Of course, Jose Mourinho has said many times this week, we need a performance out of Dele Alli. So let's hope that he is on fire tonight. Eric Lamela as well in the team. Steven Bergwijn. And we've got Heung-min Son up front. Harry Kane is on the bench tonight, along with Lucas Moura, Giovanni Lo Celso, Moussa Sissoko, Matt Doherty, Eric Dyer and Hugo Lloris. As I said in yesterday's match preview video, Tottenham have more than enough quality. Whatever team Jose Mourinho is going to put out tonight, Tottenham have more than enough quality in their squad to get the job done tonight and go through to the playoff game, which happens next Thursday. Anyway, as I said to Dean earlier, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Tottenham Hotspur win. So come on, you Spurs. It's now half-time. FK Shkëndija 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Tottenham Hotspur lead at half-time through the Eric Lamela goal just after 4 minutes. Eric Lamela had so much space, played in by Heung-min Son and finished very well. Eric Lamela always pops up in these Europa League games and gets a goal for Spurs, so highly delighted with him. One thing that is really noticeable is Jose Mourinho must have a microphone right next to his dugout or right near where he's standing, because we can hear every single word that he is saying. He's shouting instructions the whole game non-stop through these 45 minutes so far, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's like having another Amazon documentary, hearing every single word that he's saying, and he's shouting instructions, telling the team to press constantly, which is great to hear. Anyway, in the first 20 minutes, I was very impressed with Ben Davies getting forward. Of course, Ben Davies is heavily criticised by a lot of Tottenham fans. He has been done in the past, stating that he doesn't get forward enough. So he's been getting forward. He's been putting lots of crosses in. Midway through the first half, 26 minutes gone, Heung-min Son corner. Toby Alderweireld was unlucky not to get Tottenham's second. He headed just wide. And then just a minute later, Serge Aurier crossed for Dele Alli. And Dele Alli shot straight at the goalkeeper. If you wanted to be critical, Dele Alli should have absolutely buried that with aggression, and he should have put that ball right through the net. It's very fair to say, though, that this is like a training exercise. Shkëndija haven't had any shots on target whatsoever. It's very, very, very comfortable for Tottenham so far. Some of our passing forward, though, the final pass has been sloppy. That is the only criticism that I've got of Tottenham in this half, that the passing could have just been a lot better. That final pass to the forward man, we could have been in. We could have scored quite a few more goals. Not that Shkëndija have had a shot on target, but a few times they have been near our box. You hear Jose Mourinho shout, "Hey, hey!" He doesn't like them attacking our box at all. So, like I just said, it's great to hear him so much on these microphones. Anyway, just before half-time, a first shot from Shkëndija over the box from distance. It was nowhere near the goal. Joe Hart. Joe Hart has, he's hardly touched the ball this first half. His competitive debut for Tottenham, and he's hardly touched the ball. Anyway, in the 43rd minute, Dele Alli was bursting forward just inside the box, and then he shot wide. Probably should have got it on target. Probably should have done an awful lot better. Serge Aurier headed just wide just before half-time as well, and Tottenham have had 67% possession. We now know that Maccabi Haifa have beaten Roscoff 2-1 in the Europa League earlier today. So either Tottenham or FK Shkëndija, the winners of today's game, will face the Israel side at home next Thursday. So the game has just finished. Tottenham Hotspur are through to the playoff round of the Europa League to be played next week at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now the key points in the second half. In the 48th minute, Eric Lamela shot straight at the goalkeeper. 52nd minute, Harry Winks, a lovely ball, a fantastic pass, but Eric Lamela just couldn't bring it down. In the 54th minute, Shkëndija scored the equaliser, making it 1-1. They had nothing, absolutely nothing in this game up until the 54th minute. One of their attacking players played it across our 18-yard box. 3 Tottenham defenders just watched, almost invited the shot to happen, and their player, what a goal, what a shot, top corner. Joe Hart had absolutely no chance. In the 57th minute, they were on the counter-attack again. If they played it across to their waiting striker, it could have been 2-1. In the 59th minute, Eric Lamela was in the thick of things again. Another shot from him, which the goalkeeper saved. Then enter Harry Kane and Giovanni Lo Celso for Tottenham. Dele Alli and Harry Winks made way. Just 3 minutes later, Shkëndija had a cross, another scare for Tottenham. They headed just wide. And then 3 minutes after that, 65 minutes, Eric Lamela wide again. Header from around the penalty spot. Eric Lamela has had a number of chances in this game. Steven Bergwijn then came off. Lucas Moura came on. In the 67th minute, Harry Kane had a fantastic chance, which he headed wide. And then in the 70th minute, Tottenham took the lead 2-1. Heung-min Son, that man just does it again. Lucas Moura had the shot. The goalkeeper saved it. It came out to Heung-min Son, reacted very, very fast, very, very well, and top corner shot. What a fantastic goal yet again by Heung-min Son. And then the 79th minute, Harry Kane header. A superb cross by Heung-min Son. I've got to say, these two, they just really do gel, and they're a fantastic partnership. We saw that on Sunday against Southampton, and we have seen that again tonight. A fantastic 90 minutes for Tanguy Ndombele today, completing the whole match. He played 45 minutes on Sunday. He's played 90 minutes today. So hopefully he will get back to full fitness very, very soon. Heung-min Son and Harry Kane have delivered yet again. A superb partnership by them two. Heung-min Son, of course, scoring one and setting up Harry Kane for Tottenham's third. But most importantly, Tottenham have gone through to the playoff stages of the Europa League. And if we win next Thursday, we are then in the group stages of the Europa League. So let's hope that this is Tottenham's year and we can lift a trophy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please put all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on what you made of tonight's game. And I will see you tomorrow for a Tottenham news video. And until then, come on you Spurs.